Hello there everyone, my name is Nafralo and let's get straight to the point. So Bitcoin is not really doing that very much. So we're fighting for this support right here. So if we're actually gonna lose 19,600, then all the previous targets that I've mentioned are gonna be our targets. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, please do check them out. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about Tether, USDT, and how dangerous Tether is and whether it's dangerous. And we're going to talk about the Wall Street Journal article and the whole shenanigans around Tether, and trying to understand whether these rumors and are facts or it's all just BS, and whether you should actually consider getting out of Tether right now into other stablecoins, and whether their danger is real. And to be honest, I think that this is going to be one of the most honest videos about Tether in general and about stablecoins. So if you want to really know and stay safe, then watch this video from the beginning and until the end. And the ending is gonna really surprise you, because I'm gonna give you my really honest, humble opinion, which most of you probably are not expecting when it comes to Tether, and which stablecoins I'm personally holding. And I have over $1 million in different stablecoins, so I'm gonna tell you exactly which ones. So anyway, if you're new to the channel and that all sounds great, then hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Always happy to see some support, and let's get to at least 1,500 likes. All the power to my community to power this whole video into the algorithms by liking the video and by commenting down below. As always, very much appreciated. And when you're subscribing, hit that notification bell. Very important, so that you're always notified when I make a new upload. And remember to join my free Telegram channel, a link down in the description, so that you're always alerted when the market is on the move and I post something, so that you don't ever miss a single upload as well. And it's just in general a huge trading community, a lot of traders trading, doing cool stuff, sharing. So go join it right now. So about Tether. Now let's get, I guess, again, this is a very different story. Tether is a stable coin. It's an equivalent of $1 in the crypto space. And so is USDC, so used to be UST and BUSD, etc. And Bitcoin is very different from regular cryptocurrencies, because a regular cryptocurrency is an actual asset, it moves, the price changes, etc. And in a stablecoin, the price shouldn't really change, because it's supposed to be pegged to the dollar or the currency that it's representing. So, and there has been, Tether is, the current market cap of Tether is in billions, above $50 billion. So that's pretty crazy, and they're fighting for the first place with USDC. So, and it's the market cap of USDC is pretty much the same, but there has been a lot of FUD going around USDT, and Wall Street Journal has gone absolutely crazy and said that Tether is on the brink of insolvency, and they said that their balance sheet is in a pathetic condition. And this is very bad, because if you're holding $100,000 worth of USDT, you're sitting there, you're waiting to buy into Bitcoin or Ethereum, or you're buying into it step by step, you are actually exposed to a third-party risk that what if Tether ends up another Terra Luna and you're gonna lose just basically all your money. And if you look at the chart here, then you're gonna see we already had some kind of a depegging event previously. It was in, and that's when actually I shit my pants as well. Yeah, the Tether, the peg went all the way down to 94 cents. So it lost like 6% of its value, but then it regained the peg again. So this was this moment, this situation, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm out of USDT, and I moved, I'm not gonna tell you at the end what I moved to, but I still hold a lot of Tether, by the way, but I'm gonna again explain exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it in the end of this video. So let's get back to this article. So the Wall Street Journal, they've claimed there are so many things in this article saying that there are so many things missing, and that it makes no sense that Tether doesn't have an audit, that the Tether with billions and billions of dollars, like let's say here, the website that has Tether has $67.7 billion worth of assets, and a whopping $67.54 billion worth of liabilities, showcasing a difference of merely $191 million. So why is this a problem? This is a problem because a certain amount of money wasn't accounted for. As you can see right here, as per the report, Ardano denied commenting on what Tether's $5.6 billion worth of stuff worth of other investment consisted of. So we don't even know what is this 5.6 billion. And some people are claiming, and this is why they're calling Tether potentially insolvent and that it's in a pathetic condition. And that's because they have a margin of only 191 million. So basically, a lot of people are saying that those 5 point whatever billion, at least part of those 5.8 billion, are actually other cryptocurrencies, which is a high-risk investment that Tether is doing by just using the money given to them by other people, investors, and just people who needed Tether to, for example, trade on exchanges and you do some active derivatives trading, whatever. So they're using that money to invest into something high risk, and that of course exposes them to high risk. So basically, if all the currencies that they've put their money into, other people's money, if those currencies actually go down or the assets go down, they are becoming insolvent and they don't have enough margin to cover. So basically they end up having more liabilities than actual assets. And this is a problem. So if there is, as they're saying, there is a liquidity crunch and something, there is a whole big shock of liquidity in the market, whatever, that Tether could actually collapse. That it doesn't have enough backing just because of, these kinds of things that I've just mentioned here. And it's, to be honest, in all fairness, it's a good point, but we will get to it. And they're also talking about quite a few other interesting points here, but this is one of the main ones. So then after, because I don't really want to, stretch this video endless, to make it endless. So, and by the way, guys and girls, if you want to be trading, you cannot really trade USDT, but you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. And if you want to do it, a quick shill, then you know that down in the description as well as in the pinned comments, you can claim up to $12,100 in initial deposit bonuses, up to $4,100 with Bybit, and up to $8,000 with BitGet. And also these bonuses, post the video, take a look. These are the bonuses you're getting only with my link to BitGet and, well, to Bybit as well, basically. So if you're going to go directly to these exchanges, you're not going to get these insane bonuses. So take a look, use this to your advantage, and really quickly back to the topic. So basically, Wall Street Journal has come out and has spread so much FUD, and then the actual Tether came out and responded to the accusations of Wall Street Journal. And basically what they've said here is that they know that they don't really have any legitimate audit, but they're working towards one, and they've changed their accounting company to like a big one that's not considered Tether's accounting company, and that they're working towards an audit, and that they're also saying that, which actually is a good point, and it actually is covered also in this at Bitcoinist, where they actually put it all together in one, saying that here is the accusation of Wall Street Journal, and here is the response of Tether. And so the Tether responded in a very interesting way, but you have to, and we're going to get to each single point, but you have to understand that I am really feeling skeptical about this whole audit thing. If you go to Google and you're going to Google Tether's audit, you're gonna see so many promises from Tether to actually do an audit, to actually show, yes, here is a company, they're, legitimate auditors, a separate company that has audited us, they have a good reputation, here is what they found. So nobody really knows. We are trusting Tether with our money. It's like, what the hell they're doing with the money? Nobody really knows, except for what they're disclosing, but they can disclose whatever it is that they want. So, and to be honest, the company has been promising an audit since at least 2017, and that's bad. I mean, it's like 5 years, dude, you cannot make an audit? Like, Jesus, Lord Christ. Why are people trusting you money? We don't even know what it is. So, I mean, maybe they are secretly insolvent. And I know, guys and girls, I know that I'm spreading FUD right now. But just let me get to the point and you'll understand exactly what I'm trying to say. So, this is a great point, right? I mean, you can agree with me down in the comments. Let me know. But at the same time, it's also worth noting that no other competitor of Tether actually did a massive, huge, big audit that, Wall Street Journal is actually talking about. So now the big question becomes, what's the difference? Did Wall Street Journal receive some kind of a huge payout from the competitors of Tether to speak about something that other stablecoins are suffering from as well? A lack of proper audit? So even though this is bad, it doesn't say that Tether is bad. It says that the whole stablecoin system is shit, that it doesn't have any audits. Because these companies, for some reason, are avoiding audits. Like all of them. It's not just Tether. So, and the same thing goes for the fact that they were actually, and this is a good point as a response from Tether, that Tether stands by the fact that it was able to easily redeem over $16 billion of issued token in recent months. So, I mean, and this is a winning point of Tether in this whole debate, that, listen, there was, a serious market sell-off, market crash. People were getting out of it. People were scared, and we were able to let people redeem $16 billion. So how insolvent are they if they actually are capable of, doing this kind of volume? So, and that's a good point. But guys and girls, and there are other interesting things here as well. But I think that I have to emphasize the importance of unclarity when it comes to the claims made by Wall Street Journal. Same thing, unclarity in terms of the responses from the USDT. It's all what ifs and we wills and etc. I'm not really seeing any substantial allegations here that would apply only to Tether. And also from the Tether side, I don't really understand why they cannot really finally do an audit in the last 5 years, but at the same time we can sort of trust them because $16 billion worth of withdrawals and redemptions wasn't an issue. And here is a very interesting point, guys and girls. So what am I doing? Am I following this FUD? Am I afraid of Tether? I was, because when I've seen this depegging right here, I was. So I'll tell you, I moved all of my holdings into USDC, and I still have a lot of USDC, but that's not the only stablecoin that I have. So, and what I'm personally doing is I'm not really trusting Wall Street Journal on this. Quite honestly, it's all just a dirty game. It could be a paid article. This happens all the time, and I mean, I'm into business. I'm into digital marketing. I have many separate businesses from crypto, and you know this. And when it comes to publicity, when it comes to PR, reviews, all this third-party approvals and articles, all of this, and I'm sorry to burst your bubble if that's the case, but most of this crap is paid. And so even if you look at simple reviews of a certain company, if you see a bunch of good reviews, don't trust them. If you see a bunch of bad reviews, don't trust them either, because there are services out there that you can actually pay and try to diminish certain company, etc. So anything can be paid, good, bad, doesn't matter. So when for example, when I'm buying something, am I reading reviews? No, because I know that you cannot trust anything out there in the internet, like nothing. And when it comes to like huge multi-billion-dollar businesses, they're fighting the same game. They're fighting the same kind of war. So these kinds of things, back and forth with allegations, it could be all just paid. And quite honestly, me and you, simple peasants of the internet, so to speak, unfortunately we are never gonna know whether Tether is really insolvent or not until it actually depegs. But when it depegs, it's already too late. So trying to make any conclusions from all these things, we are at risk to actually be caught up in this war of propaganda and false information from both sides, from Tether, from Wall Street Journal, from anyone and everyone. So, and the same thing goes for, literally any article out there, quite honestly. So it's much easier to predict like the Bitcoin price using technical analysis, macro environment, we have something to go on. But the things like stable coins and, their solvency or insolvency, only a handful of people really know. I think that even, people like Warren Buffett or, Michael Saylor or Elon Musk, they don't fucking know either. I mean, is Tether solvent? Is it insolvent? They can have an opinion, but it can be just as wrong as my opinion or your opinion. So, getting down to the chase. So what I'm trying to say here is trust Tether. And so trust USDC. Have BUSD. Let's say if you have $1 million, take $200,000 into one stable coin, 200,000 into another. So spread them across, because you never know. We can be screaming at Tether all day long, but then the USDC is gonna be the one that's gonna depeg and end up being another Terra Luna, or I don't know, BUSD. I'm really inclined to believe that BUSD is very stable because it's Binance, they're freaking huge, but at the same time, you know, nothing surprises me anymore, and these things happen like this. So don't listen to rumors, don't listen to all this FUD, just be smart, diversify across different stablecoins. And that's the safest bet than trying to understand who is the idiot. So, and that's my take on this, and this is my honest opinion. And I think that most people will be like, holy shit, Thomas, you know, usually people, you know, advocate and say that they're right in something, and here you cannot be right. You can have some kind of an opinion, but you cannot have 100% accurate information unless you work at Tether, unless you've seen their fucking balance sheets, and unless you've spoken to somebody who's seen it and said like, yeah, it's gonna depack tomorrow. Then you can go and say whatever it is that you want because you have proof. And unless you do, you don't know shit, just like me, Johnny, or anybody else watching this video. So that's why diversify. Here is a link to my free course on crypto. If you want to get into crypto trading, check it out. Very useful. It's going to save you a lot of time as well as money. And as always, peace and love. Tom Scroller. Make some noise down in the comments. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.